And if I can just see now that I can see myself here. I'm getting everybody in. Hello. Hello, Graham. Okay, start off with a bit of body tapping. So tap the top of your head. Wake up the brain cells. Tap the top of your head, the back of your head, the back of your neck, either side of the upper vertebrae. Great place to let go of tension in the neck and the shoulders. Gently tap on either side of the upper vertebrae. Tap the side of your head. Tap the little indentations at the side of your eyes. Tap your cheeks. Tap your chin. Just tap any part of your head or your face that feels good to you. Notice, find sweet spots, parts that you really like doing. That's lovely. And then grab hold of your ears. Give your ears, top of your ears, a big stretch out. And gently work down the edge of your ears, down to the lobes. And then back up again. Stretch out the ears. And then be kind to yourself. Give your ears a little massage. Massage your ears. You can do this anytime. Sitting on the sofa. Anytime. It's always good to do. Be kind to yourself. Lovely. And then put the tips of your fingers at the back of your neck, either side of your upper vertebrae. You know, I want you to just put a bit of pressure on the back of your neck with the tips of your fingers by drawing your elbows back. Feel into any tightness, any tension in your neck and shoulders. Let it go. Forgot to say it. Make sure you're not going to hit anybody. Okay. And again, bit of pressure on the back of your neck with the tips of your fingers. Feel into any tightness, any tension in the back and your neck and shoulders. And flick. Let it go. One last time. Bit of pressure on the back of your neck with the tips of your fingers. Feel into any tightness, any tension in your neck and shoulders. And this time say to yourself, I am releasing all stress, all tension, and flick, and really let go. Throw it out the window. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay. Stay away, Barry. Too soft. That's another part of your chest. Find that sweet spot where it feels good to tap your thymus gland. Okay. Take a lovely, big, big, deep breath in. And go, Very good, everybody. Okay, next to our shoulders a bit back and take a lovely big, big, big deep breath in. And go, That's lovely, everybody. Great, thank you. Okay, self-right fist. Give yourself a pat on the back of your left shoulder. Nice pat on the back. Coming round to the front of your left shoulder. And then down inside of your left arm. Now don't hit your joints. In other words, don't hit your shoulder joint, your elbow joint, go into the lower arm, into the palm of your hand. Turn your hand over. And up the outside of your left arm. Again, you never hit your joints. The fleshy that's in between, upper shoulder, back of your shoulder, round to the front of your shoulder, and then inside the left arm again. Into the palm of your hand, turn your hand over, up the outside of the left arm, back of your left shoulder. Now really reach round as far as you can, and as far down as you can. Lovely stretch in the upper part of your right arm, your right shoulder. Lovely stretch, and then bringing your right arm and hand down. Change over to the left, hand and arm. Tap the back of your right shoulder. Another pat on the back. Right to the front of the right shoulder. And then down the inside of the right arm. Into the palm of your hand. Turn your hand over. And up the outside of the right arm. Back of your right shoulder. Coming round to the front of the right shoulder. And down the inside of the right arm again. Into the palm of your hand. Turn your hand over. And up the outside of the right arm. Back of your right shoulder. Reach round as far as you can, and as far down as you can. Lovely stretch in the upper part of your left arm, your left shoulder, beautiful stretch. And then bringing your left arm and hand down to the front. Okay, then two soft fists in the upper part of your right thigh. One hand on top of the other. Come up the right side of your abdomen. Across the top of your abdomen. Down that. Left side of your abdomen, slightly more gently across the lower abdomen. Bit firmer, coming up the right side again. Across the top of your abdomen. Down the left side. And then the left hand goes down the left leg, the right hand goes down the right leg. The upper legs, don't hit your knees, go to the lower legs. Top of your feet if you can, go down to where it's comfortable for you. If you're standing up, go up the back of your legs. If you're sitting down, the side of your legs. Lower legs, don't hit your knees. Upper legs, into the posterior. And into the lower back, the kidneys, the adrenals. That's lovely. And going back down again. If you're standing up, go down the back of the legs. If you're sitting down, to the top of your legs. Upper legs, don't hit your knees. Lower legs, top of your feet if you can, and then come up the side of your legs. The lower legs, don't hit your knees, upper legs. That's lovely, and then give yourself a shake, sugar. Rearrange everything back where it should be. Lovely. Either standing up or sitting down, lovely straight spine, the head upright. You start with your right hand, lovely relaxed right wrist joint. Gently releasing any tension and stress in your right hand, just let it go. Lovely soft wrist joint, finger joints. Lovely. And up to the right elbow. Again, lovely soft joint, elbow joint, wrist joint. Gently letting go, releasing any tension in the lower part of your right arm. And up to your right shoulder. Again, lovely soft right shoulder joint. Feeling any tension on the right side of your neck, your right shoulder, let it go, let it go. Lovely soft joints in the shoulder, elbow, wrist joint. That's lovely. And slowing down, come to standstill with the right hand, the right arm. Start with the left hand. Lovely soft left wrist joint. Finger joints. Gently releasing any tension, any stress in the wrist, the hand. Then up to the left elbow. That's lovely. Lovely soft left elbow joint. Then up to the left shoulder. Again, soft shoulder joint. Feel into any tension, any tightness to the left side of your neck, and let it go. Well, let it go. That's lovely. And slowing down and come to a standstill. Okay? If you're standing up, if you want to move to the left side of your chair, or if you're sitting down, and you just stretch your right leg out gently. Don't go too far with your right leg. Make sure that the sole of your foot is comfortable to be on the ground. And stretch your left leg out. Point the toes away. Really stretch your left leg as far as you can. The toes away as far as you can. Then point the toes back at your forehead. Push the left heel away. That's lovely. Hold for a second or two. And then push the toes away again. Lovely. And then point the toes back at the forehead. Push the heel away. Really strong left leg here. And then rotate Ankle joint, go one way. So lovely. It's really good. Everybody's doing great. And then go the other way. And then bend the left knee. Give it a little shake. Sugar. And then start opening up the left hip. Lovely big opening up the left hip. One leg, try and do as large a circle as you can. Imagine you've got a piece of paper in front of you and a pencil and a lovely big O or something similar. Maybe it's an egg shape. I think mine's more an egg shape. Go one way and go the other way. That's lovely. Really opening up the left hip. And then give your leg a shake, a sugar. That's lovely. Brilliant. That's great. Okay, I'm going to do the other leg. So you're sitting down. Stretch your left leg out slightly. Standing up. One stand on the left leg. Point the right toes away. Really point the right toes away as far as you can. And then point the toes back at the forehead. Push the heel away. Really push the heel away. Lovely. And point the toes away again. And then toe back towards the forehead, push the heel out, lovely. Then rotate the ankle joint. Go one way, and then go the other way. That's lovely. And then bend the right knee, give a little shake, a little sugar, and then start to open up the right hip. Again, as I said, drawing that lovely imaginary circle. Really open up the right hip as far as you can. Go one way and then go the other way. That's lovely. And then give your leg, your foot a big shake. That's lovely. Okay. Okay, now coming from around the front, make sure you're standing up. And I want you to stretch up as high as you can with your hands. Stretch up. If you want, if you're standing up, you can come up on your toes, shake the arms and the hands. That's lovely. And then come down on the heels. And then a big circle away out to the right, stretching out as far as you can. Coming down to the floor, coming up the left side. Big stretch up the ceiling again. Way out to the right again. Stretch out to the right as far as you can. Down to the floor. Coming up to the ceiling. And then go down the left side. Change direction. Going down the left side, and the floor, coming up the right side, up to the ceiling, and then way out to the left again, down to the floor, coming up the right side, that's lovely, and then stretch up the same, and if you want, you can take hold of your left wrist with the right hand, stretch that arm up a little bit further, lovely stretch, and then do the same with the other hand, big stretch. That's lovely. And then bring the two arms and hands down. That's lovely. Give yourself that shake, that sugar. Rearrange everything back where it should be. And then lovely spine twist. Straight spine, head upright. Movement starts in the pelvis. So if you twist the pelvis first, and let that twist travel up your spine, head moving last. Arms and shoulders relaxed. Brilliant. Slowly start bringing arms and hands to shoulder height. If you can keep the elbows and the hands at shoulder height, keeps the spine straight. Beautiful spine twist. That's lovely. And now, if you haven't got blood pressure issues, in other words, you haven't high blood pressure or low blood pressure issues, bring your arms and hands above your head. Again, beautiful spinal twist. Starting in the pelvis. Traveling up the spine, the head, the arms and hands moving last. And then lower the arms and hands to shoulder height. And you can be as energetic as you want. Whatever's good for you is good for me. And then relax the arms and shoulders. And all these exercises, do what's comfortable for you. As long as you enjoy it. Consciously be aware of relaxing the muscles and shoulders after holding them shoulder height for a while. Consciously make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Beautiful. And slowing down, come to a standstill. Okay. Right hand on the left knee, left hand on the right. Way you go, Margaret, straight away in there. Brilliant. Oh, first class. Okay, and if you want to make it harder, it's up to yourself. You can bring the knee up to the elbow, standing up or sitting down. Good you ever breathe. Brilliant. First class. Good man, Michael. Brilliant, everybody. First class. If I say great, Mary, I'm going flying. I've got 3 in one go. Brilliant, everybody. Okay, now, to confuse matters even more, your right hand behind your back to your left heel, left hand behind your back to your right. Stay away in there, Mark, again. Good job, Marina. Lovely big stretch up, whichever hand's going, really stretch that side of your body. Big stretch up. Brilliant. Lovely big stretch. Okay, and to see who's really awake this morning, quickly change right to the front. You have to think about it there, Marie. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, slow down, come to this stuff. You know what it is, that was really brilliant. You should try doing that first thing in the morning when you get up. You're half asleep, it's really good. Pardon?
I was waking you.
Oh, it definitely, it made you think quickly and need to become conscious here, Okay. If you're standing up, left foot should be glued to the ground. If you're sitting down, stretch your foot out slightly, make sure that solely foot's on the ground. Stepping forward with the right foot and stand up, breathing in, arms and hands up, take a lovely breath in, lengthen the spine. Breath out, step back. Breath in, breath out. Okay, keep the elbows and heart height. It's actually by opening up the lungs, taking a lovely big deep breath in, lengthening the spine, looking up at the ceiling, moving into a slight back bend. Beautiful big deep breath in. And visualize that you're actually drawing your breath. You're taking your breath in from the very base of your spine. Beautiful big deep breath in. So you lengthen the spine, bring the arms up, elbows back, with heart out. Now slowly slowing down, come to a standstill, change feet, right foot super glue this time. Step forward with the left foot. It's actually a movement. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Beautiful big deep breath in. Lengthen the spine. Look up at the ceiling. Move into that gentle back bend. Now slowly slowing down, come to a standstill. And now bouncing on the heels if you're standing up. Come up on the toes if you're sitting down. Push your toes really strongly into the floor. If you want to put a bit of pressure on, you can put a bit of pressure on your knees. You can feel that stretch a bit more if you're sitting down. That's great, Brilliant. And then when you're in excruciating pain, you smile, and when everybody in the room smiles, we'll stop. Good man, Michael. But there's always someone in the room that says, I'm not going to smile. There's always somebody that does that. I'm going to go through the pain. I'm going to go through the pain barriers. Not right, Marion? Okay, everybody feel the calf muscles slowing down and come to a standstill. It is amazing, but you know that, if you even with young people 20 years old, 25, there's always somebody in the room that'll be tight-lipped. When I say we're going to stop, all of everybody smiles, there'll be always somebody in the room will not spine, or try and not spine until they get into pain themselves. Okay, and the last one is, it's a bit like the super glute foot on the floor, but skiing. So you can make this movement as strong as you want or as gentle as you want. So it's every time you take a breath in, you take that deep breath in, lengthen the spine, look up at the ceiling, breath out. And you can really do strongly breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And again, if you're sitting down on the chair doing this, you can do it as gentle as you want, or as energetically as you want. Whatever's good for you is brilliant. Great exercise to do. Open up the chest, open up the rib cage. Take that lovely big deep breath in. Bring the elbows back apart. Taking that breath in, breath out. Beautiful big deep breath in as you come out. Breath in, breath out. Okay. Breath out. That's lovely, and slowing down, come to a standstill. Okay, that's great, everybody. If everybody sits down, make yourself comfortable in the chair. We're just going to close the eyes now for 1 or 2 minutes. Make yourself as comfortable as you can, and gently close your eyes. And become aware of your breath. Become aware of the energy within your own body. Probably find your heart beating a little bit quicker. Your breathing rate just a little bit quicker from doing activations. Focus your awareness on your breath. Just be totally amazed at how quickly your breathing rate, your heart rate goes back to normal. Just by bringing your awareness to your breath. A beautiful feeling, a wonderful feeling of energy and vitality flowing through your whole body. Every cell, every vein, every muscle. Beautiful feeling of energy and vitality, and at the same time, a wonderful sense of calmness. A wonderful sense of contentment. Beautiful. And now I would ask you to give yourself a big, big, beautiful inward smile in your heart for yourself. A big, big, beautiful inward smile in your heart for yourself. Very gently open your eyes. Give a lovely, big, beautiful smile to the world and everybody in it. It's so beautiful, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Right. So, we did this a few weeks ago. We're on the mats, we can call them classified, but we take that breath in, we lengthen the spine, we're focusing the breath out, we push the abdomen back. Come into, if you want to see it like a second, forward bend. Synchronize this with your breath. Beautiful breath in, lengthen the spine, look up to the ceiling, move the slight back bend. As you're breathing out, arch your spine, look it down at the floor. Synchronize the physical movement with your breath. That's lovely. Slowing down, come to a standstill. It's lovely to see everybody synchronizing the movement with your breath. Beautiful exercise to do. Taking that breath and you're really exercising your spine as well. Okay, so we're going to do the sun sequence. We've done this so many times before. One of my favourite ones, a great stretch. So you widen your legs onto the front of your chair. And as I said, go down to where's comfortable for you. And as I said, if you just watch me for the first one again, as I take a breath in, lengthen the spine with my hands into namaste. On the out breath, I come down to my heart space, okay? And then take a breath in, open up. And this time, stretch the fingertips out, and really stretch the fingertips away, fold forward from the hips. And come down into a forward bend, where's comfortable for you. Palms facing the floor, look down at the floor. Then breathing in, I want you to lengthen your spine, bring your head up and smile. Lovely. Breath out, look down at the floor. Palms facing the floor again. Then another lovely big deep breath in, opening up your arms like the wings of an eagle. Lengthen the spine, look up at the ceiling, hands into namaste. Breath out. Lovely. Breath in. Stretch the fingertips away, fold forward from the hips. Beautiful forward bend, going down to where it's comfortable for you. Palms facing the floor, look down at the floor. Breath in. Lengthen your spine, bring the head up and smile. Lovely, Mary, Marion, everybody. Lovely. Enough. Breath out. Palms facing the floor, look down at the floor. Breath in. Opening up the arms again. Into namaste. Breath out. Into the heart space. Again. Breath in. Stretch the fingertips away. Fold forward from the hips. Beautiful forward bend here now. Palms facing the floor, look down at the floor. Then breathing in. Lengthen the spine. Bringing the head up and smiling. That's lovely, Mario. Breath out. Palms facing the floor. Look down at the floor. Breath in. Last time coming up. Beautiful big deep breath in, lengthen the spine, bring the hands together to namaste. On the out breath, bring them down to your heart space. Beautiful, everybody. That's great. That's fantastic, everybody. You wouldn't believe how good you've all got for doing that. You know, as I said, do what's good for you. You know, it's just, you know, try and fold forward for the hips if you whenever. Hopefully this will record good and I'll be able to send it out to you. If you want to do it at home, I suppose that stretch and fold forward from the hips as much as you can and do what's comfortable for you. Okay, so put your hands on your knees with the wide stance again. So it's a breath and lengthen the spine. On the out breath, turn to look over your left shoulder. You can push your right knee out with your right hand, open the wide and open up the hips. And breathing in, lengthen the spine. Turning to face forward and coming up, breath out. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Again, if you want to widen that section in the hip, push the left hip out with your left hand. Beautiful stretch. And breathing in, lengthening the spine. Coming up, out breath. Looking over your left shoulder. Lovely. Breath in. Lengthen the spine. Coming up, breath out. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Love it. Breath in. Lengthen the spine. Coming up. Breath out. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Breath in. Lengthen the spine. Coming up. Bring your knees together. Or wherever's comfortable for you. Okay, we're going to do this one. Well, taking a breath in, we bring this hand up, and lengthen up, out breath, beautiful side bend, mind face to the left, and breathing in, coming up right again, on the out breath, the right hand goes down, the left hand goes up, imagine there's a broomstick in between, breath in, lengthen the spine, out breath, beautiful side bend. Let and breathing in, coming up, out breath. Breath in, out breath. Breath in, breath out. Breath in. Everybody breathing in, coming up right. This time leaves the lower hand down, and on the out breath, the two bring the upper hand down to meet the lower hand, and then a breath in, the two hands going up. Lovely. And then out breath, bring the elbows slightly forward. And breathing in again. Lengthen the spine. Really lengthen the spine here. Hold for a few seconds. Out breath. Breath in again. Lengthen the spine. Out breath. Breath in. Hold that stretch just for a few seconds. Out breath. Breath in. And this time on the out breath, bring the two hands down at shoulder height out to the side. Breathing in, bring your hands towards your head. Make fists with your hands. And breathe out strongly through the mouth as you're pushing your hands out to the sides. Again, breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Lovely. Drop the elbows down. Put the tips of your fingers in the front of your shoulders. Breath in. Bring the elbows up in front. Out to the side. Round to the back. Breath out. Bring the elbows down. Breath in. Up. Out to the side. Round to the back. And down. Breath in. Out to the side. Out to the back. And down. Out to the side, round the back, and down. This time reverse. Bring the elbows up behind on the in-breath, out to the side, round to the front, and then down. Up behind, out to the side, round to the front, and down. One more time. Elbows up behind, out to the side, and then down. Just let your arms and hands relax down to your knees. Give yourself a shake for sugar. Rearrange everything back what should be. Beautiful deep breath in. Bring your head up, and on the out breath, bring your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Breathing in, head upright. Out breath, left ear down to the left shoulder. Hold for a few seconds. Breath in. Head upright. Out breath. Right ear down to the right shoulder. Hold for a few seconds. Breath in. Head upright. And then on the out breath, left ear down to the left shoulder. Lovely. Okay. And breathing in. Head upright. Keep it in the neutral position. Just take a few normal breaths here. Give your shoulders little wiggle, whatever's good for you. Okay? Just breathing normally in the feet. Breath out, or breath in. Lengthen the spine. On the out breath, turn to look over your right shoulder. And again, look with your eyes just a little bit further to the right. You exercise your eyes in this movement as well. Lovely. And breathing in. Lengthen the spine, turn to look forward. On the out breath, turn to look over your left shoulder. Hold for a few seconds. Breath in. Turn the face forward. Out breath. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Again, don't forget that last wee bit in your eyes. Beautiful. Hold for a few seconds. Breathing in. Lengthen the spine. Turn the face forward. On the out breath, turn to the left. And stop it. Hold for a few seconds. Breath in. Lengthen the spine, turn the face forward. Then keep your head in a neutral position. Take a few normal breaths here. Beautiful. Breath in, lengthen the spine. Look up at the ceiling. And then on the out breath, just drop your chin down towards your chest. So it's resting on your chest. And then breathing in, lengthen the spine. Keep your chin on your chest for as long as possible. At some point, move off. Looking up at the ceiling. Out breath. Drop your chin down to your chest again. Breathing in. Lengthen the spine. Bring your head up. Look at the ceiling one last time. Breath out. Chin down to your chest. And breathing in. Lengthen the spine. Keep your chin as close to your chest for as long as you can. Some point it will raise from the chest, but up the ceiling, moving to a slight back bend. And then on an out breath, just bring your head down to a neutral position. Relax there, breathing normally. Give your shoulders a little shake, a little sugar. Okay, and if you want, you can drop your head down to your right side. Coming up the right side, and then dropping down to the left. Breathing in as you bring the head up. Breathing out as you come down on the other side. Go one way and then go the other way, reverse direction. Coming up the other side on in breath. Out breath. One last rotation, breathing in, coming up. Out breath, relaxing down the other side. That's lovely. Now bring your head into neutral position. Give yourself that little wiggle. Okay? Bring your arms and hands up to shoulder height. And this is where you imagine you're cuddling your beloved. Okay? So, big shaggy dog. Your wife, your husband, whatever. Your beloved, whatever it is. And put a smile in your face because you love them. Open up the heart space. Okay. So a lovely big deep breath and lengthen the spine. And that out breath, turn to the right, keeping the arms and hands at shoulder height. Around as far as you can. And breathing in. Turning the face forward. Out breath. Twist to the left. Beautiful spine twist. Don't forget a little bit your eyesight. Really big for your eyes. And breathing in. Turning the face forward, still with that smile in your heart and that smile in your face. On the out breath, turn to the right. Lovely. Breathing in, turning the face forward. One last time to the left. On the out breath, twist to the left. Hold for a few seconds. And breathing in, lengthen the spine, turning the face forward, and then relax the arms and hands down. Give yourself your shoulders a little shake, your shoulder. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Okay. Alright. Make sure you're comfortable in your chair. And this is everybody's favourite. Take hold of your left leg, either the lower leg or underneath your thigh. Whatever's good for you, your left knee. And draw your leg up to your chest as far as you can. It's a really lovely leg. Just drawing down your beloved leg to your chest, okay? What would you do right or left? It wouldn't be a big job if you're walking around in circles. Okay, so really hold that leg close to your chest, okay? And then the left leg up, stretch the right hand out. And stretch the right hand out as far as you can. You can give your fingers a little wiggle if you want. It's always good to do that. You'll forget about holding your left leg. Now take the left hand out and hold the leg in one position, okay? That's good, you know. That's lovely. And then push your left heel out. Point the toes back at the forehead. Now really push, that's good, that's right, that's great. Really push that left heel out, toes pointing at the forehead. And you lift your leg a wee bit. Okay, and lift it a wee bit more. Okay. And a wee bit more. Okay, and then take hold of your leg. Okay, but holding your leg now, you can really push the left heel out. Really push the left leg. Really strong left leg. Point the toes back at the forehead. Great strong leg, and then you can lift it up a wee bit, lift it up. We put it around your neck next week, okay, Marie? Yeah. You can practice all week, I suppose. Okay, and then relax. Imagine doing that with your husband or your wife there. What the heck is she doing? Okay, now the other leg. Okay, bring your right leg as close to your chest as you can. Lovely. That's lovely. Really hold it tight. That's brilliant. Stretch your left hand out now. Okay. Wiggle the fingers. That's good. You nearly fit the tickle Michael there. You take it heel out as far as you can. Point the toes back at the forehead. Nobody feels the pain now, do it. Wiggle the fingers a wee bit more. No, about your leg. Okay. And then lift your leg up a wee bit. And a wee bit more. And a wee bit more. And a wee bit more. And then take hold of your right leg. That's big for it. Okay. Now hold in your right leg. Push the right heel away. Point the toes back at the forehead. Really push that right heel away. That's lovely. And then you can lift it a wee bit if you want. Enjoy that stretch. That's lovely, beautiful. And then a wee bit more if you want. It's entirely up to yourself. That's great, Michael. Brilliant. Okay. Push the right heel away and then relax. Okay. That was brilliant, everybody. First class. You know, I'm not joking. It's amazing from the very first time we did a class together how good it's got. You know, it is, you know, I know it's only one class a week, but try and do a wee bit of home yourself, as I would always say. That's it. Okay, put your right leg over your left. And then put your right arm to the left side of both legs. Put your left hand on the back of the chair where you're comfortable. And you're already turning around to the left side here at this point. So, taking a breath in, always do the breath in. Really lengthen the spine. On the out breath, just twist a little bit further. And you can actually push yourself a bit further if you want, by putting a bit of pressure on your legs with your right arm. And just hold there, breathe out, relax. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. And if you can, on the out breath, just move into that spine twist just a little bit further. And as I say, don't forget the little bit in your eyes. Real exercise for your eyes. Really helps your eyesight. Just stay in this twist for a few more breaths. Breathing in. On the in breath, we'll lengthen your spine. On the out breath, just relax a little bit further around. Beautiful spine twist. That's lovely. Breath in, lengthen the spine. On that out breath, just relax a little bit further into that. Then breathing in. Lengthen the spine, turn the face forward. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Put that left leg over the right. Turn to the right a wee bit. Put your left arm to the right side of both legs. Put your right arm to the back of your chair. These are great chairs for doing this. And you're ready. Turn around to the right. You're halfway there. Okay. A lovely straight spine here and the head upright. Breath in and lengthen your spine. And on the out breath, just twist round to the right. Stay in that spine twist. Keep your awareness on your breath. And on the in breath, lengthen your spine, really lengthen your spine. On the out breath, relax a bit further around into that spine twist. That's lovely. Breath in. Relax on the out breath. And so you can put a bit of pressure on your leg with your arm and maybe push yourself a little bit further into that twist. But always remember to do what is comfortable for you. Okay. Lovely big deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Turn the face forward and then unbrush it. Okay. That's great, everybody. That's really good. Okay. Probably we try this in the next week, but if you can take hold of your left knee with your right hand, or with your left hand, and your right lower leg, or your right hand takes hold of the lower leg of the left lower leg. Okay, wherever's comfortable for you, but if you can take hold, and it doesn't matter, really what I want you to do is do that circle, opening up the head. Okay, Marie, don't look so worried, it's alright. Do what's good for you. I don't know if anybody can get there. Good year, Marty. Marty, present, everybody. As I said, it's really good to do. In actual fact, if you have it lowered out, you know, if you stretch the leg out, and it's lovely just to rest the leg out. If you can do it, and actually open enough the hips, you can actually push down on your knee. But as I say, always do what's good for you. You know, but actually opening up that beautiful movement and opening up the hip. You know what we call this rocking the baby. You put your arm and underneath here, you know. Go on, Ricky, you know you can do it. You're not going to be there. Okay, relax that head, guys.
Is that good for the hips, is it?
Pardon?
Is that good for your hips?
It is, yeah. It's movement. Listen, all these exercises are really good. You see, your sacrum, your spine's connected to your sacrum, the lower spine. But what happens as we tend that when you're a child, you're running about the fields, kicking balls, riding the bike and all that, you're moving everything. But as we get older, we get more sedate, and sometimes you might be stuck in an office doing a computer, what way modern life is. But if you're moving, open up the sacrum, that's really, you see in yoga, people doing the lotus position. That's for the last week, by the way. Sit up on a chair, Michael, and we do the lotus. You see them when they're going, the legs crossed, But why you do that actually is one of the reasons why you do that is because when you open up the sacrum or prospect like that, the energy, your own life force, your own energy isn't going as much into your legs. So your whole energy is moving up and down your spine. So that's why you block the sacrum at that point, if you know what I mean. So that's what happens there in that. And anybody ever heard of chakras?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the base chakra. And so you're moving energy up through the chakras and stuff. So it's we're not even starting into that. That's about that big here for the next 5 years. Explaining the little knowledge that I know about it, but it's just a minefield of other. So has anybody got the time, Michael? Can you?
Yeah, that's quarter.
20 past.
20 past, okay. Right. Just when we are here, does anybody, because this is video, and I will definitely be able to put this up, does anybody want to ask any questions?
No.
What do we get it on YouTube?
Pardon?
YouTube?
How do you get on YouTube?
You get it on YouTube, is that what you said?
What it is, I will put that up on YouTube, and I might just type it Ballyshannon Yoga, like the WhatsApp group is.
Yeah.
But I will send you the link on WhatsApp. I'll explain more for here next week or the week after. But it'll take me a while to do it now, but I should be able to do it. It's within my capabilities of technology. And hopefully not that fast too much help. But whenever you get that WhatsApp message, it'll be like a YouTube with all them letters, and it's usually blue. Right, and all you have to do is tap that, and then you see this class. This is what we've done here today.
Yeah.
And then you can pause it if you have to go and make yourself a cup of tea or whatever, you've got answer the phone or whatever. So you'll be able to play it, you should be able to play it back for as long as forever, for as long as you want.
Graham,
No,
I'm very disappointed.
yes.
Like you told me, I could have brushed my hair up a bit more if I was on video.
You want
If you want, I'll turn the camera around and take a picture of everybody before we switch it off. Is everybody's hair on? I don't know about mine. I don't know. I don't know. I started with my hair because I couldn't get to it. Well, actually, I did a COVID cut one, and they could be your own hair. And I put a bow or something, and it was just going like that there, looked like a skinhead. So anyway, I got past that and then started growing hair. My hair was very quick, and then I was working the farm down in Dyer, so most of the barbers now, although in Enniskillen you can walk in now, the Turkish barbers. But you had to make an appointment, so I could never make the appointment, so I just let it grow.
There's 1 or 2 in time, take your stuff.
No, I like it long. Thank you, Ricky.
just across the board?
No, you like it wrong.
I like it long, but if you've seen it for us out, I'm not joking you. I'm like, I'd make a good Father Christmas if I could grow a beard. I really would. I was thinking about that because the children on us are really not anymore. Okay, so we just have 5 minutes of relaxation, okay? And of any yoga class, doesn't matter how strong the yoga is, if we were doing that in the mat and really strong yoga, this is the most important part of the class. Because to me, a good yoga class is activations. We do the activations, which I've only modified them very slightly for sitting down. But they're basically all the same, the tapping and the shaking and all that. And that's the activations. If that gets you warmed up, then we would do stretches in yoga. If we were doing them on the mat, we'd do whatever I was going to do, whether it's on sequence, whatever. And then the last part of class is always relaxation. So what you've really done is you've started, you've awoke the energy, wakened up the energy within your own body, then you've used it, you know, and now you're relaxing. That's the last bit. And that is the most important bit to relax of any yoga class, because no matter who we are, what we are, we all carry tension, we all carry bits and pieces. It's like asking your son, you know, have you done any more on his bus? No, there's things happening every day. I know the feeling. Things happen. So you know yourself to go home and you see something that needs done, so you go and do that. You know, there's always, if you've got a house and people around you, there's always somebody you spend time with on each side or whatever, you know. It's a lovely thing to do. It's a lovely thing to be able to share time with people. It really is. And I must say honestly, I don't know how good you feel, but I can tell you now, to see everybody doing what you're doing here, it gives me so much pleasure. It does my heart good. It is without doubt my favourite yoga class. The energy that you bring into the room, the smiling faces, and doing what you're doing, it's just is tremendous. It makes my heart good.
Is it better standing up or sitting down? You get
Actually, if you're doing a spine twist, you get the stronger spine twist sitting down. Because if I'm standing up doing a spine twist, say I'm doing this one here, I'll move my hips first. Watch. The hips go round, and then that's the bit of the spine twist. But if you're sitting down, you're not moving your hips. So the benefits of doing it sitting down, some of the ones like, you know, where it's super blue, stepping forward, stepping back, it's probably, you're still getting a deep breath in, but you're not actually moving the lower part of the legs. Now, I think I explained this to you, lymph fluid, the lymph glands, the fluid collects free radicals in the body to keep you healthy, and then excretes them. So, but the heart pumps blood, there's a pump that pumps blood, but there's nothing to pump the lymph fluid around the body. So the only way you can pump lymph fluid around the body is by exercise. So there's some underneath the armpit, not your neck here. So if you're doing all this stuff here, you're actually, and you know, if you're walking's a brilliant thing to do. You're actually moving the lymph fluid by your physical movement. There's lymph glands in your inner thighs. That's how the lower lymph fluid is moved, is by, again, walking. It's a great one. So it's like movement. I mean, we were born to move. You know, and sometimes when we get older we can't move as much. But if you keep trying, you're always going to be in a better place than not trying it. So it's great. But you know, and always take that deep breath in. I'll go on to that to the day by taking that lovely deep breath in. Lengthen the spine, bring your shoulders, bring them back. It feels so good, and then on the out breath, just relax down. And you see, the beauty about it is when you're taking that breath in, and you bring your shoulders up and you bring your shoulders back, you're straightening your spine. And then so when you're relaxing, all the vertebrae stacking on top of one another. Whereas if I don't bring my shoulder up, I'm sort of in a slouch position. So my spine's not straight. It's only these subtle things like that. If you can keep your spine straight, it's like one stand upright, straight spine, head upright. Straight, because if I bend my head, I'm already going into a slouch position, you know. And again, mentally, you know, if you see anybody depressed, they're up and down. They're slouched. And if you can get someone that is depressed, actually adjust their posture. There's a feel that mentally your brain will say, this is far better from it. And so it's only a very small point, and there's lots of things for dealing with depression. Nature, as I say, if you can get somebody to change their posture, and they're looking forward, they're looking ahead, they're not looking down. And even in saying that they're looking forward, they're looking ahead. It's such a far better thing than looking down at the ground, not seeing where you go, not wanting to see where you go. Okay, so we close the eyes now for a couple of minutes, and make sure you're comfortable in your chair. Take a lovely big deep breath in. Lengthen your spine, bring your shoulders up, bring your shoulders back, and then on the out breath, just feel your spine relax. Again, On the in-breath, lengthen your spine. Bring your shoulders up, bring your shoulders back. Feel your spine straightening, lengthening, and in and out breath, relax. Again. Now do this in your own breath. Feel your spine lengthening on each in-breath. Bring your shoulders up, bring them back, and then on out breath, relax. And keep yourself in that position, you know, with a straight spine. And just make your breath more gentle. Just be what you would have a normal breath. But what I would ask you to do is to make the out breath longer than the in breath. Make the out breath as slow and as relaxed. As long as it's comfortable for you. Beautiful breath in. Beautiful relaxing breath out. And there's a wonderful sense of calmness within you. Beautiful sense of calmness. A wonderful sense of vitality and energy and strength and confidence of just being yourself. Just being yourself. What a beautiful sense of calmness. Focus on your awareness on your breath. Relaxing on each and every breath. And now, I would ask you to give yourself a beautiful, beautiful, big, big inward smile in your heart for yourself. Now gently open your eyes. A big, beautiful outward smile to the world and everybody else. Thank you so much, Helen. Thank you.
Thank you, good day.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so I'll let you know. I'll talk to Dorothy and let you know, are we here next week? It's going to be awkward if we are here, but I'll say she'll probably say no. I would say, considering she's probably not thought of it, professional next week, you know.
It might be too bad in the morning time parking, you know, it's later on, people are coming, you know, they're camping out.
Yeah.
You know, like we can.
Big crowd anyway.
Oh, no, well, it's massive.
Is anybody going to it?
Yeah.
Good year, Barry. Well, you see, how long is it on for a week?
Not more than it.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Monday.
No, Thursday.
Next start next Thursday?
Yeah.
It's bring a lot of business at the time, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It's massive.
Last year, it was really nice.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, it would be a lot more people than there. From Sligo.
Is that right?
So this year, it's not really.
You don't think it'd be as nice? No.
Right?
You don't think it'd be as nice this year? No.
Well, I don't think the weather's going to be as good.
But all right, then, well, this big thing if you're doing that outside.
You have to support where we got it.
Right?
You have to support where we got it.
Oh, we have to support what we gather. Yes, without a doubt.
Good guitars, here's one.
Okay. That was